Hello. Hello. Welcome back. Hi, JC. I'm back. I'm not going to show my other side. Don't worry. My hand is uncovered. I had a whole wrap on it. I got it uncovered yesterday, and I have been told that I need to move it. I did a little bit of typing yesterday. I can move these fine like I did before. This one is still stiff because it was like wrapped. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit. I have some ice here just in case I need it. I needed to take pain medicine before stream and I lost track of time. Hold on, I'm gonna do that real quick. Ugh. Give me a second. All right. Ibuprofen has been taken. So, yes, I had, again, as I said, I had hand surgery. I still have some stitches in. I pretty much had he took out every other stitch because it wasn't healed enough for him to be comfortable. The doctor. So next week, hopefully, as long as he's happy with it, he'll take out the rest of the stitches. And yeah. So I have to start using my hand. And we're just gonna, so today, so I adjust things, so I kind of put it on like one-handed to get the stitches. Yeah. I mean, I can kind of move it about like doing this on its own about the same amount as before surgery. That's again because it's stiff from being immobilized. But if I go and like push it down with this hand, I can bend it more. But I need to be able to do both. So I will be going to occupational therapy. Who specializes who's a certified hand specialist, which I've never heard before. But excuse me. So just another therapy because I already do therapy for my knees, or my knee, not necessarily both, but yeah. So more doctors. Also, that would be nice. Yeah. Yes. Also, actually, let me hold on. Some music. Okay. Silence is gonna get to me. Also, the results of the fluid, because it was thankfully just fluid that he could see in my hand. The results of the fluid, he sent 4 more labs. I got 2 back that were negative. The other 2 are like labs that have to sit for a month, but nothing has grown on them yet. And he doesn't think anything is going to grow on them, and is very strongly adamant that he believes I have psoriatic arthritis. So I have to get a consult from my PCP to go see another doctor. Probably get more tests done to find out if that is what I have. So, because I was worried about RA because my grandmother had RA and it's genetic. And those lab results came back negative. So don't have RA, at least as of right now. I gotta make sure I don't show my hand. I don't want to like medical trauma anybody. It's not bad, but I can see where people might freak out. Yeah, so woo, that flashed. That is a thing that I now have to go through, because if I don't go see someone or get the ball rolling and possibly have to start taking meds, it could happen again in another joint, in the same joint. So yes, just, you know, I've been telling people that I told my husband after he said that I feel like I love Pokemon, but I don't want to be some Pokemon trainer that collects all the chronic diseases. Like, I don't need that collection in my life. Even though apparently the world is trying to give me everything, I feel like. But yeah, I still have restrictions. Love out. Feel that, yes. I still have restrictions. I'm not allowed to lift more than like 2 pounds right now. So I can do like bare minimum at work. I will be going back to work this weekend, but yeah. So the boys pulled together to make food again for the week, and breakfast for me for the week. So yeah, they're still being really careful, not wanting me to mess up my hand. Yes, that is it. Those are life updates. I feel compelled to do a YouTube video where I do like a life, because I do, oh my god, why internet? I do a quarterly like there for the voice. Yes. The men in my house have been slightly overbearing, but it's been nice to have someone care. But I've been tempted to do a video of like a mini update, because I usually do a quarterly newsletter for Dolores on Ko-fi, but I've missed the quarter because I was prepping for surgery and then I had surgery. So I missed that, because I always do it like right at the end, right at the beginning of the month, so that I can get everything in the quarter. I usually start writing it right towards the end, and then I finalize it in that like first week. That ship has sailed, I feel like. So, but I still feel like, because I missed a video last week, and I need to figure out my videos this week, especially because I had that computer mishap last month too, where I didn't lose video, like raw footage, but I lost all my like half edited or almost edited stuff. So yeah, I feel compelled to film a video with like a life update and explain what's happening. I also still need to do like a haul video for the festival of books from last month, and like close out that vlog, because I don't think I ever did a closing clip. Yeah, there's still things that are just hanging around that I got like medical overwhelm and just could not bring myself to do anything besides stream. So wait, you do know that? Yes, I do know that song. And let's hear it for the boys. Yes, singular, but I just made it. It still works. So they've both been great. But yeah, so this one here is gonna drive me crazy, but there's literally no way, unless I take off my headphones, put it back in. I don't want to do that. So yeah, so the plan for today is we're not going to necessarily do sprints, especially just in case my hand gets too tired and I have to stop. Actually, we'll do this. Can I make the window a little bit bigger? Question mark. There we go. I can. Just a little bit bigger. Save. Hold on. Let me fix this. There we go. Make me a little bit bigger. Okay. So, we are doing spurts. No, we're not doing spurts tonight. So what we're going to do is kind of just open chill working, because I do still need to edit. I still have to find an editor, but I need to edit anyways, because I need to finish this edit before I give it to anybody, an editor or otherwise. So I'm gonna not have a timer going. We're gonna just kind of have chill, open, talky time if need be, or silence time if that's what ends up happening. If there's no one saying anything in the chat and we're just kind of silently working, where I'll like pop in, maybe comment about something I've read on mine, and stuff like that. I feel compelled to sneeze and I don't want to. Okay. Yeah, because I don't necessarily want to do sprints just in case my hand starts hurting too much and I need to stop, because I do have to work tomorrow. Even though everyone at work has been like, pretty much, I don't care if you can just answer phones and we'll be happy. You don't have to do anything else. Yeah, I don't want to push my hand too much, because I know myself and I'll do that. So I'm trying to set myself up for success. Cool. I have to go eat. Yeah, I know it's late, but I need to lay down for a minute after my outing. I mean, that's fair. That's perfectly fair. Oops. I'm just now getting hungry. I've totally done that. Okay, no, sweet. Yeah. Shoot, yeah. Oh, that's a sweet of your. Yeah. Also, the phones endlessly ringing at the hospital is tough. So I'm not surprised that they're happy with me at least just answering the phones. Because the amount that the phone rings, oh my gosh. Yeah, so I also need to try to write. I said I was going to practice, but I don't think I'm going to do that while I'm live. I don't know. My whole thing is like, how will the pen feel just laying in my hand? Because I don't need to use this finger to write. I figured out how to write without it all those last 3 months where I was struggling before surgery. It's more of, will it irritate the stitch that's on my hand? Because let's see, hold on, let me go back to the full. So you guys don't see this one, but he cut me from like here to here and then down a little bit into here. So I'm worried about like a pen or pencil and how it's going to irritate me. But we'll see. You're editing. I am editing. I'm still editing. Yeah. I'm still editing Project Blasphemy 1. I need to find an editor. I got a second rejection from an editor. So, yeah. I need to find somebody. Probably soon. I probably need to like lock down somebody soon. when I was getting antsy about not having anything to do, and I was feeling lazy while I was just sitting on the couch with my hand up, because they didn't, to prevent it from swelling, I started looking and asking people things. So I found someone to do a cover that's not too expensive, and I looked up like prices for ISBNs. But yeah, I need to do a more detailed hunt for an editor. But my hope is I finish editing this month, if my hand doesn't prevent me. Finish editing this month, and then I'll give it to I'll give the edited draft to everyone I had given the last draft to, but I'm hoping at least 2 specific people finish reading it, and then in May, and then in June I can fix anything I need to fix, and then in July I can actually give it to somebody. So I need to it's almost mid-April. I probably need to lock somebody in now. So struggle. And then on that other side, their money I had saved, had to go to pre-paying and putting down payments for the surgery. So yeah, lots of issues. Okay, let's pick a place to sit. Let's sit by the window because we're chill today. Ugh, the color. Why is it? No, gross. Too bright. And also, yes, I have. Oh, they changed up the meditation to be down here. Oh, interesting. Did they do anything else? No, not really. Okay. Oh, no, this one. That's what I want. I have not gotten the kitchen DLC. If anyone asks or anyone's going to leave a comment for the people who watch the VOD. I have not gotten the kitchen DLC. It is not a priority. I have seen a little bit of it, and it does kind of look cute. And I think if I streamed during the day, it would be nicer. In all honesty, I think I would like that if I streamed during the day, the kitchen DLC. I think that would be fun to have. Or if I could get it on my Switch, and then I could play it on my TV, that would be fun. But this game is only on Steam, and it's only on my computer. And I currently don't have a very convenient way to get my computer onto the TV screen. So, yes, and also I don't stream during the day. The morning is for sleepy time, and the afternoon is my morning. So, yeah, no. Maybe one day. Maybe if it goes on super sale, I'll get it. But yeah, we don't have that DLC. If anybody's wondering. Okay, let's I'm gonna start doing some editing. Hold on, I'm gonna pet the puppies. Okay. So I do have comments on YouTube on my phone. So even though I will not be able to see StreamYard because I have the draft up, my second draft, I will still see comments if anyone wants to say anything. But I know that JC needed to go eat, so we'll probably have some like silence for a while, unless I pop in to say anything. Why is my Grammarly acting weird? Here we go. Wait, I want my rain sounds. So I'm not listening to my normal playlist, so we'll have at least rain sounds. Oh, you can have kitchen ambiance even on here? That's cheating! Hold on, wait. We need to test this. I'm curious now. Ooh. Oh. I'm like... Rapid bubbling. Interesting. Oh, cutting! Oh my god, that's so cute! Oh my god! What's this one? Oh. Oh, that's just dishwasher sounds. I don't love that one, but still, in a way, it's just in general. This is really cute. This is really, really cute. Okay, you go, guys. Hold on now. Time out before we start doing work. I'm gonna be distracted for a second. Is there like decor changes? Because let's see. Backgrounds haven't changed. No, nothing new yet. But the ones that is interesting. Here's wardrobe change. Hold on. Nope. Nothing new. Okay, and I know there's no new spirits. So. Or at least not for us. If we get the kitchen one, we'd get new spirits. Also, now it says home, and I bet there would be a kitchen tab or something if we had something else. Oh my god, that's cute. Okay, let's go back. That is cute. Okay, now I'll get back to editing. We have gone to distraction, and I just got my Grammarly to work. Okay, good. It's still working. The one thing I've noticed with Grammarly and Grammarly and Word is that sometimes it will stop checking, and every so often I have to like prompt Grammarly to like reevaluate the draft. So that is not what I wanted. Settings, that's what I want. Oh, I didn't put the sounds back on. I just realized because I took a little bit lighter keyboard. There we go. There we go. Pet the puppy. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was literally in the middle of a sex scene from my last edit. Okay. Why are you being this way? Thank you. Hazelnut. Oh, I'm moving furniture. That's tiring. We're just kind of doing like casual hangout. So I'm just trying to get as much work as I can with my hand. Because if you didn't know or didn't read any of my community tabs, I had hand surgery. I'm purposely not showing this side of my hand because I still have some stitches. And it doesn't look great, and I don't want to traumatize people. But because of that, the stream's going to probably be a little shorter than normal, and we're not doing any sprints, just in case I have to leave early because it starts hurting. But we're just kind of just casually working, talking. JC went to go eat some food, so I've just been like silently chilling. Are you just like reorganizing your room? Is that why you're moving furniture, or is this because you moved? Because I thought I saw you say something about moving in some place. I don't remember if it was on Discord or if it was in someone's chat, but you're telling me I wore something light and yet I'm still sweating. I mean, it's also, I mean, I don't know if it's hot where you're at, but here we've already hit hundreds. It's depressing. It's only mid-April and we already hit 100. It's sad. We don't usually hit 100 until like at earliest end of May. And it's so early. So early. My sister literally called me earlier to complain that her steering wheel was too hot for her to drive, because she's like a HR for a small business that has like a couple stores in Phoenix, in our capital, and she was complaining because her steering wheel was too hot, but she had to drive to the other store for something, and she was already late, and I was like, well, how hot is it up there? Being that the capital is north from me. And she was like, 110. I'm like, oh, I'm leaving the doctor's office from physical therapy, and it's 101. And that was in the main city. So not here at my home. I don't know what it was. I don't know if we've hit 100 yet in my town. But in the main city and in the capital, two biggest cities, it's already hit 100. It's depressing AF. Yeah, I'm moving. Oh, okay. I took apart the bed frame. Ugh. Good luck. Gross. And I'm moving pieces of my bed out of the bedroom. Yep. We bought a new bed frame when we moved into this place. And I'm hoping that when we move again in a couple of years, because at least that's our plan as of right now, pending, everything. But the plan is to move in a couple of years. I'm hoping that the new bed frame is easy to move. It's supposed to be. But you never know. I swear. Never know. It's supposed to be able to like fold in on itself for like easy travel, but I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. We'll have to see when that time comes. But at least you were able to like take it apart and able to like move it easily, because moving the whole thing, it has to have been so difficult because it's probably heavy. I feel like even light bed frames are still heavy. Oops. I can't spell? Okay. I feel like I want something more upbeat. Let's do the Springtime Awaken. Let's see what that one does. Oh, I am listening to. No, no, I'm not. I was listening to the rainy sounds. Let's see what the Springtime one. Even though I feel like we didn't even get like a week of spring. We got like 2 days and then jumped straight into summer. Good lord. Ugh. I'm just glad when I went to the Festival of Books it wasn't that hot. Ugh. If anything, it was chilly because it was super windy and it had rained the Friday before, I think. Or was it Thursday? It rained relatively recent to the festival, so it was kind of chilly. Oh, well, that sentence doesn't make sense. That's not the right word. I'm realizing I use proper nouns way too much, and I need to like put their names in a little bit more often to break it up. JC has returned. Ooh, tea in hand. Okay. Question 1, what was for dinner? Question 2, what kind of tea? Nope, I do not agree with those changes. I'm doing okay. My hand's all right. I still have some ice, so like if I have a long section where I'm not clicking buttons or something, I'm putting my hand on the ice. And I'll probably do the same thing at work. I'll take an ice pack from supply room and use ice. So I'm still going between like using this finger and then using my bad finger, trying to like work my finger a little bit and then going back to using my middle one, which is what I was doing before surgery because I couldn't push down with it either because it wasn't working. Let's see. JC said hi to Hazelnut. Let's see. Dinner was leftover mushroom cream chicken with rice and some veggies. Ooh, that sounds good. I was not hungry before stream, but I will have to eat after stream. Tea is vanilla caramel mixed with a vanilla chai and some caramel syrup. Sounds so sweet. But it sounds like it would smell wonderful. Caramel creamer. Either way, still sounds sweet. But this is coming from the girl who like drinks black tea pretty much. For the most part. And like, if I put creamer in tea, it's chai tea and it's just vanilla. As simple. Laura! Been applying to jobs all night. Fun. I mean, probably not really, but fun. Just ate dinner, leftover quiche. Ooh, I made yesterday. I always think about making quiche and then I don't do it. I do tend to like things on their sweeter side. Yeah, I feel like most people do. My husband definitely does. He likes sweet drinks. My mom does. Excuse me, and because they drink coffee, both of them. But I'm not really a sweet tea drinker in general. And then I haven't had actual sweet tea since high school. Excuse me. Yes. Because in college was when I got diagnosed with the diabetes, even though it was still borderline, but they wanted to give me stuff to keep me in check. So I haven't had sweet tea since then, roughly. So, let's see. I missed you last night, Laura. I didn't want to bother you about watching. Oh, busy with family. Family is important. I am glad that everyone's here to talk because I love my family, but I got tired of my family. I feel like the weirdest thing is like I did really, besides not going to work last weekend, I pretty much stayed home like I normally would on any normal like 2-week period. But it really felt weird and like I was being lazy because I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, reading manga in between TV, instead of sitting here and doing work. And how I was like just needing to talk and being over everyone here, even though, again, the amount of interaction I had with the guys was not too different. My husband took an extra day off, and so did our friend took an extra day off, so that I wasn't home by myself, like really at all for the first week. For the most part, I think I was with somebody for at least 4 out of the 7 first days. So I don't know. I think it was a brain thing where I was just psyching myself out because I felt like I needed to do stuff. Let's see. JC says, yes, absolutely. I only wish I had some family. I actually wanted to hang out with you. That's fair. That is very fair. Well, I do my sister, but she's all the way in Oklahoma. So yeah, that's not possible. That's she's closer to me than she is to you physically. It actually says my Disney application is under review. Ooh, Laura, you work at Disney, like Disney animations, or like Disney Pixar, or like the Disney park. Or are we not allowed to say? We should say Disney. Questions, inquiries. Yes, nice. That'd be so much fun. Disney Animation Studios. That sounds so fun. That sounds so fun. I hope I send whatever extra positive vibes I have to give to other people over to you, Laura, so that you get this job. Not too much, but I'll give you a little bit. I mean, anyone would be good. Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Fair. Yeah, sending all the good vibes your way, yeah. Of course, thank yous. It's one of those things where like my surgery was right at the beginning of the month, and I had a bunch of plans to do like some like beginning celebration stuff at the beginning of the month for like woo witchy brujeria things, and I haven't done anything because, well, I physically couldn't do some stuff, and now it's just some of it I still can't do, and it just feels weird, even though I haven't been doing anything hardcore. But I think I was just so looking forward to it that it kind of left me lacking a little bit. Also applied to DreamWorks. Ooh, Shrek. But see, I know they do more, but I think of DreamWorks and Shrek in the same sentence constantly. Would you have to go? Is it a work from home position, or where you have to go into the studio? I'm curious. I use the word just way too much. Good Lord. No, I would move to LA. Oh, it's so expensive in LA for everything. Everything. But either way, I hope you get the job. Maybe you and I forgot her name. Beth? Nope, not Beth. Is it? Oh no, I forgot her name. The other author tuber. I was like, can be neighbors. I can't remember what her name is. I'm blanking. Becca. There we go. Because she lives in LA, I think. Yep, okay, yeah. That's where I'm like, I can see their faces and I'm really bad at names. What? This sentence makes no sense. As I try to fix it to make more sense, I've now made it make less sense. What the hell? Let's take this away. I think it will make sense. Yeah. Well, we can make this shorter. No, let's do face instead of head. Wait, question, guys. What is past tense? Took or take? I'm having a doubtful moment of my sentence choice or my word choice. Or taken. Okay. Okay, never mind. The sentence makes sense. I'm just doubting myself. Or had taken. Okay. I made the correct choice. I just doubted myself. Thank you, Laura. No. Ouch. There you go. Awareness. There. That's a better word. That sounds more personal. Wait, I gotta check something. Notes. Nope, I don't like that rephrasing. Mm. No, wait, nope. I just kept reading the sentence. Sorry, I'm crying. No, you're fine. Your words. My video, or at least what I have of it. Anyway, no, that's fine. I told you we're doing chill, and I'm sure we'll have times where we're just silent, and I'm working, and everyone else is working, and then we'll have talky times. You're fine. You're good, JC. This is chill time. It's like we're in a library study room. Don't always talk in the study room. Sometimes you're studying. Or at least you're supposed to be. I knew some people that went crazy in those study rooms in college. They were not study rooms. They were like hangout rooms. For those people. Just wanted you to know I'm so... I appreciate it. Thank you. Apply to another... Ooh, Sony Animations job. Sony Animations... What has Sony animated recently? Oh, I guess the Spider-Man movie, right? Or is that Disney? Besides that, I have no idea. Spider-Verse, okay. I wasn't sure if Sony owned the animation rights to Spider-Man or just live action rights. Yeah. Laura crossing fingers and wrist fingers, all the things, yes. I can only cross my fingers on this hand, not this hand, I don't think. Yep, nope. But on this hand I can. That'd be cool. Maybe you could work on Spider-Man. That'd be fun. That would be fun. But then you couldn't tell us anything. You have to tell us everything afterwards. Still fun. I feel like when you get IP jobs to write books for IP, it's the same thing. It's like you get really excited because you get the IP thing, but then you can't tell anybody until after you've finished writing the story or book or whatever it is for the IP, especially big IP. I went to go reach for my heating pad and realized that I had not plugged it up. Oh no, I hate that. I hate when you assume everything's perfect, like everything's plugged in or set up the way you want it, and then you go to like settle in and you're like, damn it, something's not there or not plugged in. That always sucks. Wait, I'm going to rephrase this sentence again. Yeah, that makes better sense. Yeah, it sucks because it means you have to get back up and plug it in. Yeah. Guess I'll be in pain just a little while. No, that feels so sad. Or at least until your next trip to the bathroom. Yeah, I get that. The studio that did Ice Age. Oh, Sony did Ice Age. Oh, okay. I only watched, I think, like the first 2 Ice Ages. Or maybe the third one? I can't remember. I know I watched the first 2. No, I did watch the first 3. I take that back. Yeah. Oh, I missed the comment part. I was just about to look up job openings for Blue Sky, then remembered they went kaput. Oh yeah, the studio that did Ice Age. Okay, yep. Sentence structure makes sense now. Or the comment makes sense. I love the Ice Age movies. I don't think I've seen the last one, but all the others I saw. Yeah, I think there's like 4 or 5, something like that. They really like tried to like just put out a continuous series, I feel like. Because First Ice Age was like the original group, and then the second one was finding that female mammoth, and then the third one I think was the baby, I think, question mark, or like she's pregnant or something. I remember the last movie I saw, there was a baby mammoth. And I remember seeing a trailer for when that mammoth got older, but I never actually watched the whole movie. I just remember seeing a trailer for it. But by then, I was like, meh. I want to say there were 6 or 7. Okay, damn. There ain't. I just looked. Damn, they tried. Perks to them for trying to have something so successful. Ow. Number 7, I think one of them listed is like a short. Oh, okay. I wonder if that's the one where the little like squirrel thing gets the acorn. Because I remember, now that my brain is thinking back, I remember them closing, because I remember everyone talking about how in the end the squirrel got their acorn to like wrap up the whole thing, because everyone really just cared about that ancient squirrel. Nope, I'm still wrong. Oh no! More or less? There are more than... one short, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's 7 movies and 5 shorts. That's not that bad, actually. Well, at least short-wise. That's still a lot of movies. There is going to be a 6th one in... Oh! But who's making it if the company is broken? Maybe Laura can apply to that company. Who's making the short? There are 5... Oh, no, there are 5 movies and the others are shorts. Oh, I got it backwards. It's owned by... Oh, it's owned by Disney now. Of course it's owned by Disney now. Of course it is. A 6th one is coming in 2026. If it comes out in June, that's a lot of 6s. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I mean, I am writing a book about Jesus and Lucifer, so... See? Now why did you have to... Because my brain instantly went there when I saw the 2 6s. I'm sorry. I could go one worse, but I'm not. I have officially been rejected by an editor. 1, because it's erotic romance. And then the second time now, I've been rejected because my erotica is about the second coming of Jesus and Lucifer. So I have now clicked both boxes on my bingo board for rejections for the 2 things I figured people would have the biggest problems with. So now I just have to find someone that is okay editing erotica and okay editing blasphemous religious. And I need a title. I need a title for this. I need a title. I have no idea. I also need a series name for the duology. I have a couple of ideas for that. I have no idea for just a single book title at all. Blank. I hate titles so much. Hate it. That's something. When I finish this edit and I give it to Bungle, and if Laura's still willing to read it in a month, one of those is going to be like, title suggestions, please. Because I have absolutely zero ideas for a title for this book. I hate titles. I even hate titling my poems. A lot of the times I have to ask for help. Bungle has helped me title some of my poems that I've submitted to contests. Because my titles are lame, and then they help me come up with better titles. I hate titles so much. Kiss my stigmata? No, I don't feel like that makes sense. Actually, where that could possibly make sense, I'm gonna take a screenshot of it, actually. That could be a good title for the prequel novella. I'm taking a screenshot. Okay. For the one about the Antichrist and the second coming of Jesus. But not for this one. Not for the first book. That doesn't make sense. The second coming of love. Oh my god, if I titled it that, I feel like that would easily get me in so much trouble because of the amount of people who would just assume that it's a what are the religious books? They're oh god, I forget what they're supposed to be called. Enlighten romance or whatever the like religious super right-wing romance books. I feel like somebody would assume that that is one of them and then read it and be scarred for life, or maybe have an awakening. But I can see that happening. I can see someone accidentally picking this up, thinking it's like some gospel loving romance thing, and I'm like, no. Forced to live with my love, Lucifer. Christian romance. There we go. Forced to live with my love. No. I feel like that doesn't make sense either. I mean, they are forced to live in a mansion together, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Gender is for mortals, sex is for gods. That sounds like an amazing title, but I don't know if it works for this. I feel like something like that could almost be a good title for the second book. Almost. I'm just making stuff. Oh, no, I know. But you're also amazing, Laura. And I could totally be like, you've only read like a quarter of the story and somehow magically come up with the correct title. You would do that. You would do that. You're that amazing. Amazing title. Go for it. Hi, Bungle. Welcome to our chill stream. We're not doing solid sprints. We're kind of just working, doing work because of hand. But I was just complaining about how I hate titling things. And when I give you and Laura this finished second draft, one of my questions is going to be title suggestions. Sneaking away from pesky archangels and making Lucifer. Oh my god, that sounds so fucking amazing. Not for this book, but that sounds like something fun to... hold on, I'm screenshotting this as a story idea, not tied to this world, but like as an idea. Sounds so amazing. Sneaking away from pesky archangels. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. I can see it. Like I don't want to show my hand. I don't want to traumatize people. I don't know, like a prophet or something. Like gets swept up by Lucifer or whatever. I could play on the Hades and Persephone story too, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Or I could turn it totally into like paranormal, where some people take angels. I'm gonna think about that, even though I have a whole series for the next after this duology. But that sounds like a fun idea. That sounds like a fun idea for a book. Because why not? Just put a bigger mark on my back for like people to get mad at me for writing blasphemous religious content. Oopsies, can't spell. Okay. Pants, yes. Assignments. How I banged your teeth. Excuse me. How I ruined your belief system. That's gonna just be my banner description. That should be a banner for me when I go to sell my books. Be like, I will ruin your belief system with this book, with this duology, and the prequel novella. I mean, I feel like some of the benefit of writing this is there will definitely be people who will read it because they're curious. There will be people who read it because they are atheists or some other religion and don't give a shit. And then there will be people who will read it who are religious and who can't help but be curious. So, especially because I know there are people who are Christian that read the priest erotica. And I may be separated from the church now, but that is still a scary line for me personally, and I have not yet read any priest stuff. And it may have been because I did have really good relationships with some of the priests that I knew growing up that were like uncles to me, so it's kind of makes me uncomfortable. but I know there are. Those people will probably also secretly read this on their like Kindles, or Kobos or e-readers, whatever, on their phone. And then I am 100% aware that I will also get a bunch of hate and people saying that I'm gonna go to hell. I would be surprised if I at least don't get one of those. Curious 100%, right? Let's see. Catholic school sucked for me. The nuns were all about rules and making sure our shirts were tucked in and everything was proper. It was much cooler hanging out with the priests. He never cared if I wore... He never cared. Okay. Hey, Uncle. Yes, Stacy saying hi. Hello. Yeah, I think I had a very unique Catholic school experience because so many people had negative experiences. And also, so many Catholic schools don't actually have people of the cloth working there much anymore, or they're like in administration and they have like no interaction with the kids. And I think because we were like a newer school, and we were small, because we're like small to medium now, I think they are, we had a bunch of interaction with the brothers that were the order that ran the school. And then as I got there, there was a nun, a sister, who was working in the library. So I think I had a unique experience where I got along with everybody to most degrees. And yeah. And I think that's partially why I have a problem reading like people of the cloth, super sexy romances, or even like erotic romances, or even corn. Because I'm just like, yeah, it's just I can't cross that line because there was too many people I was close with. I feel like in the same way of like, I don't like daddy kinks or mama kinks. I'm just like, it feels wrong and weird. But you read all you want. I don't give a shit. You can read it. It's there. Other people love it. Good job for you. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Let's see. I'm just looking at the titles Laura came up with. I like The Second Coming of Love. The Second Coming of Love. But love should be italicized. No, they are in love, Bungle. They are in love. It's just that it's not a wholesome book. And I really feel that title would mislead Christian romance readers so much. Somebody who reads like super like sweet like Amish romance where they're like they like touch and it's scandalous. Oh my god. Would totally accidentally pick up my book with that title, assuming it's gonna be something like cute and sweet, and like I'm like, oh, sex on the 3rd chapter. Yeah, no. Especially because I think Amazon only it's like roughly the first 2 chapters that's usually like a preview, so you would miss that realizing what you're getting into. Yeah. Though I don't know, I don't read Christian romance, and being around a lot of Christians, who knows. Oh, there we go, there's still some ice right there. Yeah, no offense at all, but I could not read a romantic story involving yeah, no. La Sun Moon Rising. That sounds like a paranormal title. I mean, yeah. That sounds like a shifter title. Sounds good. Sounds like a shifter title, though. Is that spelled correctly? I don't... Oh, there we go. It's this one. There we go. That makes more sense. Oh, that's right. Just applied to... Oh, Home Depot. Hey. Whatever is whatever. Creation ends with a bang. Oh my god, I love it. It sounds so funny. That sounds great. Not for this book though, but yes, love it. That's when you need the like bang capitalized, like you have it, or italicized, because it's like, oh. Oops. There we go. One of my friends worked part-time at Home Depot just because he enjoyed giving people advice on their project. That sounds fun. That's wholesome there. Big Bang Big Booty. That is definitely a sci-fi title. I can see one of the like alien books being titled something like that. Sweet demon booty of mine. That is a good title. Not for this. Because Lucifer's not a demon. And if I had only 2 people, I feel like in my second book instead of a triad, that would be a good title for that, actually. But with my poly thing going on, that doesn't make sense. Hold on, I'm gonna... Yes, refill your drink. And then get a bunch more titles. Okay. Alright, sounds like a plan. How long have we been streaming? 2. Oh, maybe we will make it to 3 hours. Let's see. My hand isn't hurting too much because I've stopped to talk a lot, so in this little bit of time. Hold on, I have to text somebody. I also love all these titles while I'm editing a sex scene. Like a big sex scene, too. This is one of, like, the big plot, pivotal sex scene moments for, like, their erotica arc. Not use this word. This is a bad sentence. How do I rephrase this? Sure. There you go. That sounds better. But I spelled that wrong. There we go. Can I have that sentence twice? Ouch. End of days, beginning of love. That sounds more like a realistic title for this, being that the main thing they're trying to stop is the rapture. So, but I don't know if I like it, but it's closer to realistic after we had a lot of random titles. I also don't like this sentence either. Let's just make it simpler. Ouch. Okay. Better. Question mark. Applied to Lowe's. Yay. I've heard people like working for Lowe's. People do well in hardware stores. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Lots of lots of conversation. It's almost like being a bartender, or being like a barber maybe, or like a hair salonist, because people talk there too. But I can definitely see that. But I feel like I see that more at like places like Ace, or actually not really at Harbor Freight. Ace. When I take my dad to an Ace, there is always conversation. Almost always. Let's see. No, that sentence doesn't make sense with what I just fixed above it. about Ace you need to be faster. Maybe at the newer Aces. My dad always goes to the old ones, and I feel like we take a million years and talk to people for hours. Your dad is all about... That's true. But my experience at Ace is they rush you through and kick you out really fast. Again, I've also not been to a new Ace. There is a new Ace in town I've never been to, because I go to the old local Ace that's farther from me. And the two Aces... Nope, that's a lie. We did go to a newer Ace with my dad. That one, we didn't really talk to anybody. Not that much. So yeah, maybe. But the really old big Ace in town, almost always my dad starts a conversation with somebody. And we're always there longer than expected. Always. Or longer than he says we're gonna be there. I was at the Ace on the south side a few months ago, and yeah, I had a long conversation with them because the power was out, but they were still trying to stay open. Oh, that's sad. See, that's a romance, a contemporary romance waiting to happen. It could be any level of romance, but like have something like an Ace where there's like new Ace and old Ace, and like, I don't know, the like owner's child of the old Ace falls in love with like the manager of the new Ace or something like that. Obviously it can't be called Ace because trademarks and copyrights, but like there has to already actually be a romance like that. There has to be. But I could see that storyline. Like, enemies to lovers, for sure, right there. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. That would be so funny. Let's see, I can't. Oh, that does not need to be there. Falling Angel, Rising Heart. Maybe. I really would like a title that points reference to both Oveja and Lucian. So both the second coming of Jesus and Lucifer as a fallen angel. I would, that's kind of like what I would like the title to reflect somehow, is how like both of them are not who you expect them to be. Because I have read some other like Lucifer devil stories where like, yeah, a lot of the times they are sweet to some degree with the like love interest, or like the main character, if she's the main character and not just love interest, but there's still like the devil. And Lucian is not. Like, he is, they are, but they're also not really. Like, they're mischievous in a way because Lucifer, you know, pushed back, and that's why they got kicked out of heaven, really. But Lucian is not what we think of the devil when we think about them. Like, they're actually like nice and sweet. Where like Oveja as a second coming, especially in like a feminine body, they are caring, and they do like love people who like deserve it, but Oveja will also kick your ass and is not afraid to stand up for themselves, is not afraid to like be like powerful. Like, they almost reverse roles, sort of, in a way, is kind of how I'm writing them. So I don't know. This is where I overthink, and there's probably something super easy title that once you guys read the story, I'd be like, oh yeah, this makes perfect sense. But I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Why didn't I think of that? To save one must destroy. Nothing's blowing up though. They are saving Earth. I mean, there are all people that like, or not people, beings, angels, kind of die, quotation marks, because it's kind of hard to kill a celestial being. So she kind of puts him in a limbo thing. I don't know. To say one must... Oh, I don't mean that kind of destruction. Oh. Okay. Okay, Dolores, read the blurb for the book if you have... Okay, hold on. I let me bring it up. I wrote one for the last editor I tried to get. Hold on, because well, not a blurb, it's my summary, and I didn't. I realized I didn't have a summary, that I just say things off the cuff, and I was like, oh, I need an actual thing. But someone is definitely getting. That is very true. That is very true, and it is probably not who people are going to assume upon really reading the book. The one we're trying to tell. Yes. Applied to In and Out. I've heard positive things about In and Out. Okay. Summary that I wrote to the last editor. Okay. Stop Grammarly. Thank you. Project Blasphemy, because again, no title, is a near future science fantasy erotic romance about the second coming of Jesus, who is here to start the rapture. However, this time they were born in a female Latine body and identify as non-binary. Oveja doesn't believe that there is a need for the rapture, as human society has changed and people have started to travel the universe. Lucian is Lucifer's chosen name, as a fallen archangel feels they don't identify as male anymore. Due to the failure of the Antichrist, Lucian has been ordered by God to take on the role of the Antichrist to bring about the rapture. They don't think it's necessary anymore, but have learned to just go with their father's plans now. At least until they meet the new Jesus face to face for not actually the first time. There stands the person who they had the best night of Lucian's eternally long life. Now they must get over the heart. Oh my God, Grammarly, stop. Now they must get over the heartache of the truths of who they are to each other and admit what is behind the want for each other while trying to avoid the rapture and save humankind on Earth. That's my summary. I don't know if that's garbage or not, but this is rough for the rapture. That sounds funny. Disrobe for the rapture. Blasphemy in Rapture? Oh, that would keep my project title. Wait, I should tell you guys what... I'll read them off my phone. So of anything, I've been coming up with titles for the duology. Well, duology slash... Stupid finger. Duology slash the novella too. But... So all of these titles are titles I've thought of for like the group. So I mean, any one of these could probably also just be the title for the first book, but so I have Celestials in the Universe, Celestials in Space, Heaven's Future, Universe's Faith, Blasphemy in the Solar System, Solar System of Blasphemy, The Future is Blasphemous, Blasphemous Solar System, or Blasphemy in Space. Those are all titles I've thought of for like the series. Collapse for JC. Celestial Rapture. I feel like that's really on the nose for like the book title. Ring around my ring around my blasphemy, or ring around my rapture. I love that. That's hilarious. I feel like... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't seem right, but I like love it. Let's see. A ring around my rapture. Okay, we have to do this one. Ring around my rapture, pockets full of saviors, ashes, ashes, we all do lose it. I love it so much. It's so perfect.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I have to use that somewhere in like marketing. Because it's just so perfect. Oh my god. Let me close that. Okay. Oh, that's good. That sounds good. Am I almost done? I don't think I am. Nope. I have a lot more to go. I'm gonna finish this page. Wait, I lost where I was at. Oh, here we go. Ice has fully melted. But you guys didn't tell me. Do you like the summary? Or does the summary sound like garbage?
because I did write it very quickly, to be fair. Let's see. Without knowing all the details of the story, it's hard to come up with a blurb idea, but what you have makes me want to know more for sure. That's good, at least. That's great. Yay. That's something. At least it makes you want to read more. Or, like, know more. That's what a summary is supposed to do. I kind of hate coming up with, like, summaries and blurbs, because I'm like, how can I squish so much information into such a small thing? Okay, just did my Duolingo. What happened? What did I miss? No, I asked, I was like, no one said if my summary was good or if it was poopy. If it was garbage. I was curious. Bungle said that it at least made them want to read more or know more. Let's see. It wasn't garbage. Definitely intriguing. Just needs some fine tuning and polishing up. Okay, that's good. Apply to Michael's, the only crafty place, because we don't speak about the hoblobs. I'm losing count of how many jobs I applied to today. That's good though. Then there's lots of things out there. Hopefully somebody bites the hook. There we go. What do you think, Laura, about my summary? If anything, you're the person that's read a little bit of the book and knows a little bit. I was half listening to it while I was reading the application. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Gotta apply to the jobs. That's important. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one more page because I thought it was on a different page when I said one more page. Let's see. Oh, I could always. Oh, you could always embrace the current isekai trope and go with the second coming of Jesus is transported to another world. That would be interesting. That is not the story, but it's interesting. Excuse me. Okay, I have finished the page. I'm gonna save, even though it auto saves, but I'll save again. Okay. This was a good test of like just casually working my hand for tomorrow. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna end it there. We're ending, I believe, around actually the same time. Or, yeah, because we should go about 3 hours. But I think I worked like 2 hours, 2.5, roughly, ish. Or sometimes that I stopped. Talk. So that is still better than before he took the wrap off and I could only work like an hour at a time. So, oh, we're ending. Okay, yeah. I was playing a game. That's fine. Wait, today was chill. We were not like, I mean, technically my streams are always chill, but we didn't have any sprints. We were just hanging out. And you guys were coming up with interesting title names. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Some of these titles, for sure, I could be like, these could be total different books that would be very quite interesting. Interesting. That's one word for it. I would vote they're interesting. They're just very innuendo heavy. There is a tiny sadistic part of me that kind of would love to do a gag title that would trick the Christian romance readers into reading my book. Like, I have 2 covers, like the not safe for work title and the safe for work title, but instead of that I have the like regular title, and then I have the like Christian romance fake title, or not title, cover. I wouldn't do that though, but there is a tiny part of me that's like, oh, that would be so hilarious. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. We definitely gave you something to think about. Yeah. I mean, mine were pulling from what you read in the summer. Yes, you did. Laura was just having fun for the most part. But I love the innuendo stuff. Yes. Fake. I mean, it would be interesting to know. There would be no way for me to know this. How many people got misled and read the book because of my like title that was kind of purposely misleading. And of those people who got tricked, who kept reading it and read the naughties, and who completely DNF'd it in chapter 3 when the sex starts. Or chapter 4. I think it's chapter 3. I can't remember. Laura's always having fun. That is true. I literally still have a list of like titles for like kitchen-y, sweet, well, not sweet, but like kitchen-y, fast stories that I could write that Laura gave me that are sci-fis. Bungles were fun too. Yes. Yes. Oopsies. But JC inspired me, yeah. Oh, sweets. Almost done with a grocery store job application. Hopefully. I think it would be so cool if you got to work for Disney Animations. That'd be great. But either way, any job is what I also hope for you, Laura. Celestial spiciness. That is very on the nose. But actually, maybe something for like the series title, not the book title, but like celestial what am I trying to say? I have something in my brain and it's not wanting to come out correctly. Celestial spicy space or something like that. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the I apologize. I have placed it down. The amount of like I literally just using it to think, like to have something for my hands to do while I'm thinking. Oh my god. What did I say? Oh, celestial spiciness in space, or spacey spiciness. Because I really feel like I need to have space or like solar system in the title for the series. Because in doing like in doing research on series titles for sci-fi, that's where the S was coming from. I have seen that a lot of series, and Esther was confirming this with me when we were talking, that a lot of sci-fi series, the series title is based on a place, and there's not really a place besides like space or like our solar system, because the novella takes place on the moon, most of the first book takes place on Earth, with towards the end we do some space traveling, and then the second book is all space travel. Like, we go from Mars to Venus, space travel to Jupiter. So like that one's the most like sci-fi space travel-y. So I struggle with a title because we're not like in a specific like place. Like a lot of sci-fi title, like series titles, are like the planet name or the empire name or a space station or a ship, and I'm like, none of those make sense. It's rather ballsy. I like how all of this has come from a circle. Does the ship have a name? Application is in, yay! Well, the ship in book 1 is not the ship in book 2. So like so in the novella, the girls take a shuttle to the moon. So that doesn't count. That's not there. So they just take public transport. And then the ship in book 1 that they use towards the end is like not a great ship, and it's kind of like gifted to them by people that are helping them try to leave and run away from God. And then the ship in book 2 is a ship that Raphael is kind of making. He finds like an old ship that he's trying to like rebuild, spruce up, kind of like how people rebuild old cars, kind of thing. He's rebuilding like an old spaceship, so, which is partially why it breaks down and they have to limp to Jupiter. And we have chaos and forced proximity assumed. It's all Raphael's fault. Now is the time to exercise your spheres of influence. Okay, what's the name of the universe? They're in our universe. This takes place in our universe in the future. That's why some of the series titles I was saying earlier was like solar system, because that is our group thingy. I thought maybe Milky Way, but Milky Way is the whole universe, and we're really just in our solar system. So, if I were to write more stories about Oveja and Lucien, maybe, but I'm not planning to. I'm not planning to go past the 2 books and 1 novella. And if I ever did, it would be for like a special reason. Like, oops, sorry. For like Patreon or Ko-fi or like Ream specials, or like if I was asked to do something for like a charity thingy or whatever for an anthology, then maybe I would do something within the same universe, but there are no plans. There was already no plans for those other 2 books, and I put those in, but after that I'm done. I have no more plans for anything. I want to move on to my like sci-fi matriarchal empire after this. Applied to 12 jobs today. Yay! Yay, ADHD meds. Yes. Oh, okay, yeah. Lust splattered across the Milky Way. See, I would love that. I feel like if we were going to do more than outside of our solar system, but we're in our solar system. Just within these, the farthest we technically go is the asteroid belt in book 1. And that's it. Though, JC asking me what universe this I'm gonna forget this and it will just blow off of my brain, but it does make me realize I should probably have a universe name for my next book series. Because it doesn't take place in our universe, it takes place somewhere very far away. Are those stars or oh my god, I love it so much. That is like for an erotic short right there. Oh my god, I love it so much. I'll say, oh, thank you. Yes, that would be great. Thank you. Oh god. Yes. Yeah, because my next book series, which is going to be that like matriarchal sci-fi empire, takes place somewhere totally different. No ties to us, besides the fact that I'm going to kind of have some like Aztecian, Mesoamerican influence in like dress and culture and stuff like that. But it's that we're just going to kind of like dip a little bit in there. Because I don't want to like make it European in influence. It's usually how a lot of things are. So that's my twist on it, but it's gonna be a matriarchal siding with a reverse harem polyamory-esque thing. It's probably more polyamory than reverse harem or like why choose. But yeah. I'm not ready to still fully think about that yet. I still have to figure out how many tropes or how many planets is going to be in that universe. Because how many planets will determine how many male consorts we have. And will determine how many books I write. Let's see. Laura threw me off. What am I supposed to be texting? Wait, is that what it? Let's see. Hold on. Oh yes, there we go. Yeah, you. Yes, that was correct. Thank you, JC. Love you. There are no words. Yep. Is that an interstellar coup, or are you just? Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much, yes. Oh my god. I love it. This would be a fun erotic romance, mystery erotic romance, almost. That's the vibes I get from this title. Like rom-com-y kind of. Okay, so then maybe not mystery, like rom-com-y erotic romance right there. That's what that would be. Like I could totally see it. Forward fleet. Oh no, hazelnut, you've been cleansed. We are in filth right now. We are, what does JC say? We are fully in the gutter at the end of the stream right now. Oh my gosh. These are where like some of these sound so fun too for like different storylines that could be nice, because I am not nice right now in my writing world because I have like, well, this whole series where it's religious trauma stuff not fixed, but worked through. And then I have Hunger's Desire, where there's a bunch of like emotional baggage being dealt with, and like sexual, I don't want to say trauma, but like sexual stuff having to deal with in that one. And then I have started to slowly work on that serial that I wanted to do under Dolores, that will still have a little bit of steam, but it'll be very, very pulled back from everything under the erotica title. And that one is also trauma, like traumatizing to like the person, because you gotta work for that happy ending. Oh my god, that one, people are gonna hate me for that one. There's pain if people read that, pain, and I'm not sorry about it. But yeah. Oh, my mind is far from being clean. Take a walk through the valley of dirtiness. Applying to be a tutor now. Yay! I could never. This one here drives me crazy. Okay. Yes. Yeah, because even, actually, now that I think about it, even the Aztec god sci-fi contemporary near future ishy thingy that I was trying to write before I took a break from it because I was having mental crisis with it, was still hard hitting. See, I have nothing fun. I write nothing light and fun, apparently. I can't. I have to, like, everything has to have an edge, apparently. Google's being mean to Hazelnut, or YouTube is being mean to Hazelnut. Currently, my water elemental is gay as fuck and doing nothing to hide it. Good for him. Good for him. We like that. All my stuff is super queer, I feel like. Because even though Hunger's Desire is like it's straight presenting story, but even in there there's references to them liking other people, other genders, and then Mia is not straight and also non-binary, so yeah, I don't think I've written it. Well, my very first book, The Princess and the Warrior, was definitely straight. Yes. Everything else since then has not been. My very first book I wrote and finished was straight, and everything after that has been queer to some degree. Maybe like light queer, straight presenting, or like super queer like this one. Project Blasphemy is so fucking queer. Magical queer. Because people get to change physical genders. Like genitalia. That's what I was trying to say. Not genders. I mean, gotta have some inks with the fluff and smut. I guess so. There has to be softer, rounder edges to even the hardest of tools. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I give people, there's like nice moments in the book, but the book is like, I'm definitely not writing like nice, sweet, like contemporary books, like no, or even like me and Laura's like obsessive love with the Nightmare Before Christmas series. I can't remember what the title of the series title is. It's Holiday Worlds, I think it is, or something. Like there's a little bit of crisis in it, but I feel like overall they're just like cute and sweet. It makes me feel good reading them. My books, I feel like if I pull back from it, it's just a bunch of ouch. It's just a bunch of ouch. Oh my god. I mean, as a high schooler, I wrote a short story that I tried to make into a fuller book and stopped. Who knows, maybe I'll go back to it. But I wrote a short story about paranormal, like a werewolf stalker to an immortal being. Yeah, that was high school me. Apparently, again, I'm not meant to write light fluffy things, apparently. My brain don't work that way. I am unconsciously being like, how can I inflict more pain? Stab, stab, stab. Everybody. Everyone's hearts. You may love my characters, but they're gonna go through shit. At least I feel like it when I think about it sometimes. I'm like, I mean. Though still not as mean as The Princess and the Warrior. That is still the like harshest book I have written. That is still the most harshest book. How I tortured my main character. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe I could read it now and it would be like, oh, that's not that bad. But me writing it at the time, I hated it, but I still wrote it, and I didn't lighten up. It was still bad. Because love equals pain. To varying degrees, yeah, that's true. But then you get people that write like lighthearted stuff, and like you have like the stupid third act breakup thing where it's like they're just being dumb. Like I rewatched Red, White, and Royal Blue yesterday for I don't know what reason, but I put it on, and I am like, yeah, the like breakup was kind of dumb. Like I understood it, and I was like, it's silly. And then I'm over here writing like death or some like immense drama, and that's why they can't be together. All the bad decisions. Yeah, that's fair. Though I will say, there isn't really because this is an erotic romance. I feel like I'm slightly cheating, but we'll see. We'll see when you guys read it. But in Project Blasphemy, I don't think I have like a third act breakup. There's like a third act crisis kind of, but not a third act breakup. Versus my plan, I haven't written it yet, but my plan for book 2, there will be like a third act kind of breakup thing, but it makes sense for that storyline. It would not make sense for the storyline. And I'm fine with that. I don't think there always has to be a third act breakup. I think you can just have like a crisis happen, and that's okay. But they did it all for the cheesecake. Cheesecake. I like cheesecake, but cheesecake doesn't like me anymore. Actually, it never did. I just didn't realize it. That's something I should learn. I should learn how to make cheesecake that I can eat. I should do that. I mean, not right now. I can't bake right now. To my sadness. Because I wanted to make cochitos for spring. Not that it's spring. We had spring for like 2 fucking days, but I wanted to make cochitos, and I can't. Because hand. Alright, well, I have now procrastinated for... I'm supposed to not play with that. Almost 30 minutes. So I should get going. So I do have to eat something. Take some more cheesecake. Or not cheesecake, some more meds. I read cheesecake as I was speaking. I have to eat something, take some more meds, and go to sleep. Let's make a cheesecake. Ooh, that'd be fun. I feel like oat milk would probably be best, or coconut cream could possibly make a good cheesecake. Has dinner been made for you? Yeah. There's dinner in the fridge. Yeah. Remember, I said earlier they made dinner for the week. So. But, like, actually a cheesecake? Oh. I mean, I could take meds to eat a cheesecake. I know, I will I will eat something. I mean, if you have meds to like cheesecake, I wish. Though right now, none of my meds taste gross. I got rid of one of the gross tasty meds. But yeah. I have taken some horrible tasty meds in my lifetime, unfortunately. Ugh. Yuck. No. Alright. Yes. Let's end stream. And hopefully we can stream again Monday, depending on how my hand feels. We'll either have a regular sprint stream on Monday, or we'll have something like today where we talk and I take breaks from writing with my hand, and then we do some work, like what is Des and everyone call it? Co-working streams, where we're kind of just chilling and working. If I want to still stream and still do work, we'll do that. But if my hand is doing okay and I haven't like overworked it at work, then we'll have like normal sprint streams. They might just be short sprints so that I have like small amounts of time where I'm like condensely working, and maybe a little bit longer breaks. We might flip it. The like Pomodoro type of thing. We might flip it so that I don't over tax this thing. Because I also have to unfortunately call and check 5 million things to find more doctors. Okay. NyQuil is by far the worst tasting medicine. No, it's not. It's not. I do not mind taking NyQuil. I've had a steroid that tastes horrible, an antibiotic that tastes horrible, and then a diabetes drug. And I would say the steroid is the top, and then the diabetes med, and then the antibiotic, in tiers of like worst tasting meds. But it works. Yeah. Get a different flavor because NyQuil shouldn't be bad. I mean, I do the cherry flavor, which is better, but it still tastes nasty. No, cherry is awful. Get something that's more mint or grape. Yeah. Oh, I hate mint flavor anything, but grape is good. Yeah. Grape is flavored in a lot of meds, and I think that's why lots of people associate grape flavored stuff with medicine. Then definitely Grape NyQuil is like awesome smiley face. LOL. Yeah, cold medicines are not that bad. I'm like, meh, easy. They're like especially plain ones, they can be yucky, but it's not that bad. Not that bad. Oh, you know what? I take it back. I've had 4 nasty tasting meds. But the 4th one you can manipulate by mixing it with things. So it's definitely bottom tier. But it was still gross. And I luckily haven't had to take that since I was a kid. But yeah. Yeah. The downside of being sick since childhood. I've taken a decent amount of nasty ass shit to feel better. Especially because like kids nowadays have it so nice. There are so many meds that are flavored and like are meant to taste good so kids take it. When I was a kid, it was like too bad, too sad. Especially if you were like really, really sick. Like the antibiotic that's on my list is a med that I had to take as a kid, where I had burned through all the nice antibiotics for kids, and now I had to take a crappy one, and it was so bad. It was so bad. So bad. Yeah. Kids are lucky nowadays. They have nice alternatives. At least in that sense. Being sick as a kid is not lucky whatsoever. Okay, I'm continuing to be distracted. Can we describe me ADHD anymore? Okay. Thank you for yes, thank you. When I was a kid, they had penicillin that they said was banana flavored, but I tasted it. But all I tasted was classroom chalk. Ooh. Banana flavor is not a good flavor to flavor things. I've had banana flavored things. That's bad. Okay. Let's go. So I can wrap things up, go to sleep, wake up early. Yes, I will be here Monday unless I completely feel horrible. Then there'll be no stream and there'll be a post on the community tab. But I am planning to be here Monday, and depending on how I feel, we either have normal sprints or we'll have like a co-working chill stream like today. So depending on how I feel. But yes, I will see you guys then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Oh wait, JC, are you you're doing the poetry thingy this weekend? Right? I almost forgot about that. JC and Morgan may be doing a poetry workshop thingamabobby. Go check out. Morgan has set it up. Go. I don't have Morgan's thingamabobs. But I'm sure JC will repost something on her community tab. So go to JC's and then you'll see Morgan's thing. But she was a little unsure, so I don't. Okay, so go subscribe to them, and then you'll see things. That's what we do. Might be a poetry workshop this weekend. Words. Okay, I need to go. Currently, my brain doesn't want to work anymore. All right, bye for real.